sing to say, have mercy on me. When only ourselves sing our while on the earth. I know there is a God behind the earth. Thou who made the ocean rivers, I call on you. I know that being John 3:16, God, let him please deliver me. Let the Lord deliver me. Let the Lord I made the ocean. Let the Lord I made the pebbles. He said your son Jesus to me. You have been delivering me in the type of the world I Who do I look unto? I have to look unto King of creation. I'm into you, sweet Moses. I know you will be with me. Please don't let me down. Have mercy on me. Deliver me from those that who persecute. Let me all protect me. Shepherd me, oh, guide me, oh, my Jehovah. Deliver me from things I shouldn't practice. Forgive me all my sins and have mercy on me. I look unto God, one that had the faces to be king. I look unto you, oh God, forgive me my sins. I know it's the blood of Jesus that has been cleansing me. Let the blood cleanse me. Let the blood cleanse me. I don't want to prove from Jehovah. I don't want to prove from Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, thou art welcome. Holy Spirit, thou art welcome. Lord Jesus, thou art welcome. Without love, without welcome. Without love, without welcome. For abundant blessing on me, save me from losing my life while I'm on the earth. I know and I know and I know it is only God that can save me. Deliver me from your enemies' hands. Deliver me, O Lord, from your enemies' hands. Deliver me from all enemies' hands. Oh, you deserve to be praised. You deserve to be worshipped. When I wake up in the morning, I do feel like worshiping you. Even this long time, I do praise you. You are the Lord I can praise. You are the Lord I can worship. Without you, I will not be able to be delivered. I praise you because you are mine. God that I do look unto. If you are looking for a servant, without you I will not be able to be the mood I am. I sing cause the joy of the Lord is my strength. King of creation, You are super powerful than me. You are the one that will speak for my life and things in me that are from you. They will go, and they will never, never be made. You do demons, peace. Peace come from you, but I had to come out from my life. I had to come out from false duty. They advise me to prove that you are the one that do love me. Your advice how to take it. I know you were guide me, oh, fortunate I am fortunate to have been guided by the King of all kings. To be careful, to be watchful, why, 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 and everything is well. You are the Lord that will make me quiet. You are the Lord that will close all noises. All noise behavior from me. Character that shouldn't be for me. Lord, close it, close it, close it, close it. Me. In the name of Jesus, I sing to Holy Spirit. I sing to Holy Spirit. I do lean on the Holy Spirit. I do lean on God the Creator. I do lean on Holy Spirit. And I will always lean on the past. And you over. Oh my Lord Jesus, I know I cannot forsake you. I know that I am your child. I'll pray to be your servant. I want to serve you, Lord. Send me to where you want me to be. I do love you, my King of King. I do love you, my Father. And I don't know, and I don't know what to do. Without you, I will not survive. I'm in my mind to worship Jesus. I'm in my mind to dance Satan down. I'm in my mind to tell folks what you did. I made it know now, and I made it know. I need a help on the Holy Spirit. I'm in my mind to be called child of living God. to be called servant of everybody. He do love you, he do love me. He's our Father, he's a Savior, he's a portion. You don't need going to fight them all. Drop all your balance now, and I have to drop my balance. In the name of Jesus, so demon of balance, be gone from me, be gone from me, be gone from me in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name, in Jesus' name. Friday was the night that he was born. Breakthrough was the night that he was born. Savior of the whole world. Oh, oh, what my dear. I need a fire to come. I need a fire to fall on me. I need the Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. I need the Holy Spirit. I need the Lord Jesus to minister. For thou art the Lord that will minister. With Holy Spirit and fire. Save me, oh, my great God. Lead me to the streams of living water. Close all filthiness and darkness. Close things that shouldn't be in me. Help me for my coat to be washed by the blood of Jesus. Help me to cleanse myself with the blood. Help my brain to be sanctified with the blood, with the blood, with the blood of Jesus. Those in my parents' name that I was used say it was in grandpa and grandma name that I was used. It was in mama children name that I was using. Oh, it was in Ibudasira the name that I was using. I did use a name recorded in the Bible. God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Their names and their works are fire in my bones, in my blood and in my screams. Their words are fire. They are the Lord that will bless me and you with peace. They will guide and lead. Oh, they will lead us through. He go before you, and he go before me. He wipe our tears in the winter, somewhere in autumn spring. He, the one I'm leaning on. We keep rolling onto our King. His name is Joshua, Jehovah, Jehovah, Jehovah. His name is Jehovah. His name is Jehovah. God, the creator of ocean. From the Bible, Genesis 1:1. God knows his name. He's our deliverer, consoler, hope giver. He's redeeming from poverty. He's not a wicked that wants us not to part. Giving food and a place and a clothes to wear a clothes. Now there, he's not a demon possessed, and he's not the one that will take from us and give it to someone. He gave us rain, he gave us all, he gave us all, he gave us. He's looking for those omniblessed. We can keep Jehovah. He is our breakthrough. He provided resources and he used it again. He is our breakthrough. He is our breakthrough. He guides us to steady. He guides us every day. He gives us strength and he takes us. He lives in us. He been us in making quality decision. We didn't make us off. But the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, He is the one that is shaping me and you. He is our fortress, consoler, provider, King of all, King of all. This is the Bible, every day of Jesus. And today I'm reading from January 29. All the ways, as you can see, January 29 from Genesis is what I'm going to read. And from Exodus 1 to 25. It's not Genesis, but Exodus. We'll see Exodus. These Exodus 1 to 2:25. These are the names of the sons of Israel. Sons of Israel who came to Egypt with Jacob. Each came with his family. Reuben, Simon, Levi, and Judah. Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin. Dan and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. The total number of Jacob's descendants was 70. Joseph was already in Egypt. Then Joseph and all his brothers and all that generation died, but the Israelites were fruitful, increased, rapidly multiplied, became extremely numerous, so that the land was filled with them. A new king who had not known Joseph came to power in Egypt. He said to his people, "Look, the Israel people are more numerous and powerful than we are. Let us deal shrewdly with them. Otherwise, they will multiply further. And if we break out, they may join our enemies, fight against us, and leave the country." So the Egyptians assigned taskmasters over the Israelites to oppress them with forced labor. They built Pithom and Ramesses as supply cities for Pharaoh. But the more they oppressed them, the more they multiply and spread, so that the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites. They worked the Israelites ruthlessly and made their life bitter with difficulties. Labor in brick and mortar and in all kinds of field work, they ruthlessly imposed all this work on them. Then the king of Egypt said to the Hebrew midwife, one of whom was named Shiphrah, and the other Puah, Pua, when you help the Hebrew women give birth, observe them as they deliver. If the child is a son, kill him. But if it is a daughter, she may live. The Hebrew midwife, however, feared God and did not do so, as the king of Egypt had told them. They let the boys sleep. So the king of Egypt summoned the midwives and asked them, "Why have you done this and let the boys sleep?" The midwives said to Pharaoh, "The Hebrew women are not like the Egyptian women, for they are vigorous and give birth before a midwife can get to them. So God was good to the midwife, and the people multiplied and became very numerous. Since the midwife feared God, he gave them family. Pharaoh then commanded all his people, you must throw every son born to the Hebrew into the Nile, but let every daughter live. Remember that King Pharaoh was a type that did not like them at the end. He did not like the children of Israel at the end when they were living in Egypt. They were 70. Joseph was descendant was 70. Joseph was already in Egypt. They were living there, but they did not like them at the end. They were afraid of them because they said, look, the Israel people are more numerous and powerful than we are. He said they are numerous and they are powerful than they are. And so what do you think about that? They were afraid. Let us deal shrewdly with them, otherwise they will multiply further. And if war breaks out, they may join our enemies, fight against us, and leave the country. They were afraid that the Israelites would join their enemies and fight them, the Egyptians, and leave their country. So they started giving them some tax. So the Egyptians assigned tax masters over the Israelites to do what? To press them with forced labor. To press them, they built Pithom and Ramesses as supply city for Pharaoh. But the more here in Exodus 1:12, but the more they oppressed them, the more they multiply and spread, so that the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites. So fear can make you to be afraid of somebody. At times you see somebody, he's afraid of you because do you know the reason why? He thinks you are increasing, you are multiplying. You got married, you have children. Within a short time, you build houses and you have your parents in routine surrounding. Some do even go to the stream of expecting the child, as you hear in the Bible, all the boys should be thrown into the river and the girls should live. But the word of God proved itself that we shouldn't do that. So you see the midwife, they were God-fearing and they didn't do that. So these modern days in this world that we are, if you don't like somebody, tell them that you don't like them. They should leave their country. If the country belongs to you, you can't tell them to go. But being afraid and thinking that they will go and join when the war come and enemy come and they will lose. That was why they turn against them. Not that the Israelites have done anything. So at times you will be in a place, and when you graduate to be a doctor, they will tell you go and do a cleaning job. Or you might be in an army and you grow and they will tell you you are not supposed to work in the army, but you should go and do a kitchen porter or to do a cleaning or any job. And the job they are giving you, the money is very low. So remember, there are some people that are afraid that you might join. They were afraid that they will join with the enemy. So remember that the country where you live, they are turning against you. They are giving you certain things to do whereby you know that it shouldn't be so. And they are making life unbearable. Remember that you have to fast to God. Go look unto God. If you like, you can leave the country and look for a place to live to make life easy for you. As for the children of Israel, they came and God has to take them. Otherwise, they will kill them. They multiplied, but God came and He has to let them cross the Red Sea. He came, Jehovah God, to let them. Otherwise, they will kill them all. So you know that King Pharaoh, he was afraid if another nation come, he was afraid the Israelites would team against them. So martyrdom is going on in other nations, and so many things is happening. It's because they feel some of the nation they believe that they have to put even some of the Christians to put them in prison to deny them access to live. Some have been killed in many nations. If you Google Christians that have been persecuted, you come across some that have been hung, you come across so many things. It's because some people they are afraid. Do you know there are some that spy some people? They spy because they are afraid of They are afraid that people spies might come from other nation and you might team up and spy and they will be defeated. That's why they are spying upon you and doing it. But no, I know that you have to treat people very well. If you are treating people, treat them all the same. But if you are turning against them, some might join outside with people because you are turning against them. If tell them that they should give you injection, they should give people injection to kill them. You might be the person that you'll be turning against them. You that made told them to give injection for people to die. You might be the person that when you come, they will start giving the injections to you and the net around you. So remember that these are days whereby people have read about what happened in the book of Exodus. And so many parts in the Bible and so many books in the world, people have read it. And they know how treatment they were doing people. Some will even lead and say, I know where the person lives. I know where the person lives. And he will take the person to his doorpost because of the treatment. So remember, at times, these modern days, the type of persecution going on is not a foreigner migrating to other nation. One thing I want you to know that here in Egypt, it is two spiritual things. First of all, the Israelites did know Jehovah God, the creator of universe and the earth. And so the Egypt was, Pharaoh was the opposite section. So Pharaoh knew that he is not the one that know God. So he's two spiritual things. And he was afraid that if those that know God comes to the nation there, they will turn against, they will go and team with them. So if you live in a nation and it's like that, you have to be careful because so many Christians have lost their life. And in this world, some nations are governed by Christians, some are not. So at times they believe that, oh, some of the decisions they are making and everything towards your situation is because you are Christian. It's because you trust God. It's because you fear God. And they believe that maybe in war might come and you might join other people, other Christians. So that things, so that's why you have to be very careful. If you're a Christian, they are picking on you and they are disturbing you so that your brains will not be well. You have to let your well wishes know. Don't cover the nation by being quiet, otherwise you'll die. Let your mom and dad knows, your well wishes knows. Don't go and be answering and be agreeing with them. Let your mom and dad and your children and grandchildren and your well wishes, even if you know Christian nation, you can let them know. Informing them is a blessing. After all, they didn't like you, they turned against you. They made it known by the way they were harsh to you and the way they are dealing with you. So you have to let them know. If half percent of the world is a Christian, let them know. After all, if they are going to fight them, they will definitely fight. But the way it is good to let people know the scheme and the strategy they are using. God made it to be written there so that people, Moses has to write it so that the whole world and future generation will know exactly. That is why the Bible became, and that is why it's written in the Bible. So God is so clever to let us know exactly what took place when Christ was born, what took place in the days of Daniel, and what took place in the days of Moses. So you have to be wise. If you think that all that they are doing, you will never prosper. Leave the nation if you know what the Christians are in your life. You're leaving them and going to be with a Christian. You will definitely be known globally as the best, even if you are in the army, because nobody is going to torture you or to do things against you. So leave the nation and go. Joshua and Caleb has to be taken from the nation for so many nations to be defeated. Because of that, you have to read the book of Joshua and know what God is written there. If they are sending serpents to you, let other people know they are sending serpents to you. And remember that God didn't say that we shouldn't talk to people. The whole world is there. You might talk to somebody and the person might be a blessing to you. You don't know who will be a blessing. The person might not be a Christian and he will tell you he like you and he's nice to you. Not everybody sees you and he want to push your head down. So remember, there are some people, they don't go to church, they are not Christian. But still, They are very, very, very nice. And they will not dig the ground that you should go and fall in it, or a pit that you should go and fall in it. So God loves you, and God loves people that doesn't go to church. People that doesn't go to church, God loves them. So you can be. I quite remember. I did have some friends, and I know they don't go to church, but I'm still talking. So I know that it's not everybody that if you talk to, he will turn against you by plotting against you. So I know if you are talking to people and they don't go to church, and you know they are nice to you, some even will tell you the people what they are doing to you. He was in their meeting and he knows what they will decide, and he will come and tell you. So God loves you and he loves me. And God will use even human being to inform you what is going on in their meeting. And remember that if the persecution is persistent and they don't want to stop, it do endanger your brains and your whole body. So it's important to live to a nation where they like you and the people are not plotting. Some are illegal protests. When it become government plotting, and he has said it, and by the way they write and do things, you will know that you have to be wise. Moving from a nation to another nation, the whole world is there. There are some places where they like Christians. And they do things equality, and they will be there for you. You are not dull. Not one person in the earth is clever than the God that made the universe. I mean, not one human being in the world is clever than the creator that made the universe. So if you have the Bible, remember that as you hold it, he is clever than every life that has lived on the earth. And so he spoke, and he's powerful than everyone. He spoke, and the ocean came, the rivers came, and trees came, and everything. He's clever, so look unto him and don't be afraid. What can man give you? What can human being do for you? God, the ashes, he will bring it back. He will call your ashes, he will bring it from the sea back to life. What peace? God is the only one that can give peace. Because as you see human beings, they are not even living in peace with each other, fighting each other. Open Matthew 24 and see nation against each other. They are not the type most people in the world. They don't love each other. They are doing all things against each other. So they are not the people that live in peace. Is it power? Is it what they are fighting for? You're quiet and doing business by not telling anybody and not writing. You are saving other nations as well. But if you become like a doormat and you sit down and they are throwing all words to you, leave the right, photocopy and post it there. No secret, no tolerance is equal to no abuse. Because you go that way, you will win. And remember, you are not going to take a lawyer to face them. But as you expose it and you didn't make it confidentiality and you photocopy or scan it and post it there, it's gone. They saw their writing. Some nations will come back and face them and tell them that it's not Christian they are looking for, but every life. You might think yeah, they are doing to you alone. By the time you realize they have only one belief. Only one belief. So it's only their belief, They don't know all the rest of the belief. So they are doing it against all. But your letter but it how they wrote to you and you photocopy it and you post it. There's been exposed. That's why other nations will come and ask them. Our embassies are there. So don't go and think that they are everywhere that when you sit and they are turning against you and they are going, you haven't done anything and they are there. They are writings, watch it. Things that happen. These money days go so. But because people go and report to other nations, so that is why other nations will come and say they are looking for the human being. Don't think when they talk of ballistic, read and listen to the news. If you hear things that is going on in the news, it's true. Here in Matthew 24, No secret, no tolerance is called to no abuse. To stop abusing you by calling you even at the end of the media like you are a dog, you are crocodile, you are all these names. They will give you pigs and all these type of lasers and all type because you were quiet and taking it. You hold this Bible. Are you a dog? Every name they call you, you are a human being. There not one person that live on the earth can make a skin like that. Only God. Only God. See your hands that He has made, even your mouth that He has made. He deserves the glory. God had made you, and you have to say thank you to God. And He will take you one day, First Thessalonians 4 to heaven. And don't be a coward, and don't sit down and take it in. I agree with all of our government. No tolerance. What no secret, no tolerance, got to no abuse. When they are saying things, one day I will show it to you so that you will know that the governor is clever. Matthew 24. Matthew 24. No one know the day and the hour. No one know the day and the hour. 24. No one know, however, when that day and the hour will come. Neither the angels in heaven nor the Son. The Father only knows. The coming of the Son of Man will be like what happened in the time of Noah. In that days, before the flood, people ate and drank. Men and women married up to the very day Noah went into the boat, yet they did not realize what was happening until the flood came and swept them all away. That is how it will be when the Son of Man comes. At that time, two men will be working in a field. One will be taken away, the other will be left behind. Two women will be in a mill, grinding mill. One will be taken away, the other will be left behind. Be on your guard then, because you do not know what day your Lord will come. If the owner of a house knew that time when the thief, so remember, so then you also must always be ready, because the Son of Man will come in an hour when you are not expecting him. Remember that, for example, you live in your own mansion, you lock all your doors. Every day you be locking. You lock it because you don't want intruders or thieves to come. You don't know when the thief will come. So all the time it has been, you have been locking your doors and everything in a safety way. So remember, you know that if you don't lock it, you don't know. If you keep on leaving it, not locking it, the thief might come. And when thieves are coming, they don't tell you they are coming. Jesus Christ is not a thief. John 3:16 is from Jehovah God. Jehovah God is not thief. John 10:10. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. When a thief comes, as for the thief, if you make something, he comes and lie and he steal it and take it all. So remember, there are people that are thieves, but you are not thieves. I hope I've been a blessing to you. I know that it is people, some people, they've made some people to be poor. When you see other Christians, don't look down upon them. They became poor. It's because of some government made people to be poor. Decision making can make somebody to be poor or to worsen the situation. That doesn't mean you haven't tried since you were born. You've tried. They might have stolen your household by their decision of you didn't pay in time. They've taken the house from you. They've taken this. To be lenient with people is what God means. Not taking people's houses and say they didn't pay in time. If somebody owe you money, you can go in a grad, you can let the person pay by installment, mutual agreement. Your way of pressing people, or making them to poor, that doesn't mean you should do things in the way they want you to do. At times, let them know that you say yes, but do it in God's way. Do this, oh, okay, but do it in God's ways. Sign this, you read the terms. As for this one, I don't feel like signing it. You have to be honest as well. As far as you are doing it in God's way, they cannot do anything. But remember to expose things by writing. As Isle of Wight government, you don't have to tolerate it. The people who are the people that do treacherously people, they are professionals standing with you. There is the GP, some of the doctors, they do treacherously. Some national hospital, one of them. Education, one of them. Care, one of them. Neighborhood is one of them. So don't go government system. So remember, God loves us and He forgives our sins. But all these that I've said, I learned it from the government of Isle of Wight. I learned it, and I like reading their leaflet, what the police are saying, what the government is saying. Not all government are treacherously or persecuting or turning against people. Some governments are very clever, backing people to be successful, but some of them are not like that. So I hope I've been a blessing by saying to watch and see, are you progressing? Or you are losing everything in life? Or are you progressing? Then trust God, but don't be afraid of human being. Fear God. Beginning of wisdom is fearing God, and God will be there for you. Because for human being, some will plot and some will take away. Like how some King Pharaoh did, some don't care. Even adult losing. Some go with bombs by paying people to drop it. So they select people in modern days in some countries. I don't want to mention their name. The government pay people and they select it. Oh, he will be at this time, at this time. Just the camera, it goes on some countries. So be alert. If your nation where you live is the time where they should drop down bomb or places where you hear doing it, you have to start planning of living there. Because picking on people by numbers, as a friend wrote to me, he lives in that nation. And what is going on, he told me that every year they have to kill Christians 10,000. I have the magazine there, and he selects some people, and he has given a certain time when they will finish ending all the Christian life. And the person live in that nation, and the person told me that look, even they know all the people where the Christian lives, and they do. Even if going to shopping crowd, they pay somebody, and then the person come. And whatever they want the person to do to, then he do to the person die. When they have the amount of 10